Capoeira is an Afro-Brazilian martial art that was developed by African slaves when they were brought to Brazil by the Portuguese. And it was developed as a way of self-defense initially and as a way of fighting for freedom. They used capoeira to train themselves not only to fight against the weapons, but also as a way of keeping up and keeping in touch with their culture. The beginning of this new generation of capoeira, coming back from when it was prohibited, they were African slaves, it then came Mestre Pachinha and Mestre Bumba. At that time, capoeira was already what capoeira is, and it was already allowed, it was already recognized. But it was much more difficult for them to feel that they belonged, although they were not slaves anymore, but they were still, they didn't fit within the society. So I'm sure it was very difficult for them to develop capoeira on those times that were difficult.
I didn't really feel connected with everybody here. It just wasn't happening. If I wasn't talking with some of my friends, I'd just sit here and have my headphones on like always and just hang out and eat or write or something. Capoeira, it kind of diverted my attention elsewhere than from all the negativity I was surrounded by. Because everything here just seemed so negative to me because everything was always about image. I don't want to be part of that, you know. I'd rather be doing capoeira than that.
Same thing as that?
Uh-huh.
Only don't use your head. Throw you up and body forward?
I'm still using my head though. The whole game of capoeira is not really to hurt each other. Well, in some cases it is, but it's not so much that, it's to create a better game. When I was younger, I did karate for a little bit, and then I did kickboxing. And then when I was here, I did wrestling. And it seemed that all of those are based on aggression, fear, and dominance. As opposed to capoeira, it's more harmonic and it's much like family-oriented, but it comes like, it brings people together, you know.
I think capoeira taught him to just have a lot of, you know, respect for people and himself mostly, and lots of discipline, and not only that, it's something that he enjoys a lot, that it's fun for him. That's the whole thing, that it's a lot of fun for him. He would do capoeira every day if he could, you know.
Yeah, you just get this energy, you know, this energy that revolves around, and you know, ashe, that's what they call it. Ashe, and then you just feel that, and you know, just people just make you feel good. I think since I already have, you know, big family values, that it's easy to be adapted to those traditions of capoeira.
There's maple bacon on the right and on the left, huh? Yeah, they're doing their thing.
Hey, how's the music?
What's up, buddy?
Grab a plate, mister.
No, he's shy. Where?
Put on channel.
Lick it. Lick.
Oh! I realize sometimes that his friends would call him and say, Andrew, we want to go here. There's going to be a party here. We're going to do this. But if capoeira, somebody from capoeira would call him, he didn't care who it was, and they were going to get together and play music and do some dancing or whatever, he'd rather go to capoeira than to waste his time and go with his friends and hang out like he used to.
Coming into capoeira, everybody just gets so close because it's a shared interest, you know, and once everybody shares the same passion for something, that it's easier to just kind of get closer with them. Capoeira, there's not one specific thing that appeals to everybody. For some, it's the music. For others, it's the flipping around. For others, you know, it could be the culture itself, you know, Brazilian culture. There's so many things in capoeira that you pick up that applies to your everyday life. Like when you're looking at it from the outside in, you know, you don't really see it because you just see people moving and playing instruments and stuff like that. But when you actually experience it, you just like everything just kind of comes together. It's all like a big collaboration, you know, and you could just take things from inside of the hall and just apply it everywhere else, you know.